Hello, folks. According to Google, Father's Day is June this year on a Sunday. So, everybody out there watching, or if you're not like being taken out to dinner or playing with all your man stuff, happy Father's Day to all you fathers. Everybody who takes care of your children and works hard and spoils the shit out of them, happy Father's Day. To everyone else that doesn't really take care of your kids, yeah, take care of your kids. It's Father's Day. And kids, take care of your fathers. What do you call it? My father passed away, I think 2016. It's been about 6 years. Yeah. So, no, I can't really send him a card. But you know what? I have to say, all these years, my dad was, lived till, wait, spent 44 years with my dad. Do all the math, you can figure out how old I am and all this shit. And I had a dad who was living in the flesh for 44 years. He worked his ass off. Didn't really know it at the time because you're growing up, you don't pay attention to what your parents are doing. All you care about is you. And so worked his ass off, busted his ass, supporting us, did all kinds of shit that most people wouldn't do to support their kids. He told me a lot of stories. And, I can't complain. I had probably the best dad I could have had. I had a lot of shit going on in my life, that didn't really want to happen, didn't really want to see. But you know what? My dad worked his ass off. He busted his ass. We needed food on the table. He worked for it. We needed clothes. He busted his ass. And like most parents would do, most parents, I remember one time, I think every parent probably who gives a shit will tell you this, that the kids got stuff first before them. And I'm kind of the same way with my kids. I mean, I'm always buying tools and stuff and flipping and selling shit. But when our kids need something in the winter, hey, here's the frickin' money, go get it for them. Because when you're a father, your kids come first. And I'm not rich. My kids are not like well off. They're spoiled. You got to spoil your kids. You get an iPad and stuff. But you know what? I try to be the best I can. They drive me crazy. I'm gonna strangle them sometimes. I got 4 kids, but it's I never thought I'd be a dad. Never thought I'd be married. Never thought I'd have kids. Everybody thought I'd be a single bloke for the rest of my life. My father used to joke, "Yeah, he's gonna make a good wife for somebody one day," which is crazy because I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I know how to build stuff, and I like doing stuff. But no, it's just it's tiring sometimes. It's a lot of work. I mean, especially with little kids. All my kids are under the age of 7. It's got a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 7. And got to get up at 7 o'clock for school. No matter what the hell I do, like whatever. Like it's almost 12 o'clock tonight. When you're not in school, I'd have to get up at 7 tomorrow. Get out of bed, help the wife make lunches. Try to help her as much as possible. I mean, I'm no saint. Sometimes I have my moments. She has her moments. We're not perfect. Sometimes we're just like, give them bologna sandwiches, whatever. I think we give them bologna many times too much, but you know what? They like bologna. We all like bologna. It's like Indian steak over here in the reserve. Cut it this thick and it's filet bologna. But no, it's just, it's tough. Even though I don't believe there should be a Father's Day. To me, every day of the year should be Father's Day. Every day of the year should be Mother's Day. And the real most important day is Mother's Day because mothers do the most. I mean, my kids are addicted to their mother. Like, if I vanished, of course they would miss me. They want their father, but they want her. They want my wife all the time. And why is my camera doing stupid shit? And they want to see. I gotta fix this light. No, they want to see the mama. They want to see mama. They grew up that bond, and I'm just Mr. Fix It. Can you fix it, Dad? Dad, bro, can you fix it? Or, Dad, can you move the furniture? I'm like, I guess we're like the ox in the cart. The wife's the cart. I'm the ox that pulls the cart around. But I mean, we all, if you're an honest dad and you try to do stuff, you try to break up the things in life and share things, and one person does one thing, one person does the other. But it's, 4 kids, it's tough. Like my wife, stresses out a lot of times. Like just like fuck, like you're like sorry, you're just like but and I try to watch the kids and give her time off, and I get time when the kids are asleep. I don't believe there's like, oh, I gotta have me time. I have to have time with my kids. We created them. It's our job to take care of them. And if you want to bitch about you need time away from your kids, well, you shouldn't have kids. They're they're your children. You take care of them until they leave the nest. They're your problem. And after they're gone off the nest, they're still your problem. But you can't bitch like, oh, I need time away from my kids. You know what? Everybody needs time with their kids. But that's what you signed up for. When you did the deed there and kids popped out 9 months later, it's your responsibility to take care of them. And I know we all need time off and everybody needs a vacation. I'm not perfect. Yeah, I need a break too. But, sometimes I realize I signed up for this. It's my job to take care of them. And if I'm stressed out, whatever, well, guess what? That is just part of the job. Kids drive you crazy. That's why I see some of these people who like, oh, I got to drop my kids off and for 3-4 days and never get them or don't take care of them. Like, how do you go more than a day or two without knowing where your kids are? How do you go a week without knowing? How do you fucking drop them off for a year? And like, how do you neglect them? I don't understand how people don't do shit with their kids. It's like that guy online. He has this thing about, the most important years of your kid's life between 1 and 5, because that's like the most milestones. It's true. I have a 7-year-old, and it's just the same thing. The 1-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 5-year-old, doing all kinds of things. And it's crazy because as soon as they're grown up, they're never that big again. I never realized it till I had kids. Like, I didn't know what the hell people were talking about. Now I realize my little son there's all like learning to walk. It's like the craziest thing. 1 week, oh, he's crawling. Next week, like, oh my God, he's walking. After that, you're just like, so what, he's walking. Like, you just take it for granted that it took him I don't know, 4 months to figure out how to stand up. And then it took him like in the matter of minutes to walk down the hallway. And it's like, what the hell is wrong with you people? Like, grow up, be dads. Go take care of your kids. Buy them shirts if they need it. Buy them clothing when it's cold out. Feed them. Do stuff like that, what do you call it? In the morning, I've made all my kids eggs for breakfast. Mind just what I eat, and they all eat eggs after me. Sometimes I'll make like 4 eggs. I know somebody's gonna eat it, and they'll eat it all. And I don't complain. It's just like, you know what? I'd rather them eat the eggs, get something nutritious to eat. But how do people do it? I don't get it. Like, what in the hell is wrong? Like, what is wrong with people's brains when you're like, I need a break from my kids? Yeah, we all need a break from our kids. But you take an hour or two. You don't take like months and years or their whole up till they're 18 a break. You're not supposed to care about your car more than your kids. Like, yeah, I care about my garage. But if a tornado ripped through here, I'd be worried about my kids, not the tools. I can replace all this shit behind me. And when I die, all this shit's going to be sold off in a garage sale anyway. So who cares? Kids are important. You're supposed to be there and teach them things. And it's funny, like my daughter, what the hell did she do tonight? Oh, and it's funny how you teach kids stuff. I told my daughter, shouldn't be watching bad stuff on YouTube, bad things with bad language. She says, okay. She says to me, Dada, I was watching this thing, but it's caught bad language. Is it okay if I watch it? I said, no, you shouldn't be watching stuff with bad language. And she said, well, I'm just telling you, I don't say it. I said, it doesn't matter. There's adult stuff on there. There's bad language. So she says, okay, I'm going to do something. She goes on the little YouTube channel, goes in there, and she unsubscribes to it. I mean, I don't expect them to do that forever. I don't expect them to follow. But you know what? When your 7-year-old is unsubscribing to bad channels on your YouTube thing, it's like, taught her a little bit, taught them something. She's like, but, not to swear. And I don't understand how people can not be in their kids' lives. Like, don't you want to, like, brainwash them with the stuff you want them to learn? Or you just want, like, the neighborhood kids to freeload and teach them how to do whatever? Anyway, that's my fatherhood rant. If you're a good dad out there, you were kids, getting them into shit and getting stuff, whether they like this or not, it could be having them play violin or play with dolls, whatever. If you're feeding them something to do, you're awesome. If you're, if they're into whatever, cars, welding, makeup, as long as you're there having a good time and you're putting the makeup on your lips with them, happy Father's Day to all the real fathers out there, because there's a lot of yous out there, and there's some people that don't realize that without you, the father, your kids wouldn't have been like that. I think I grew up with a pretty good dad, and I think I'm kind of like-minded to him. not exactly the same. You know, I swear like a. My father used to hate it. I used to swear all the time. I heard my father swear maybe this many times in my life, twice. It was like, did he say that word? Like, whoa. And me, I probably put out more F bombs in one day than I did probably in, you know, his entire life. Or entire, even if he lived to 1,000 years old, there'd be more F bombs in one day and he would swear. But all in all, he gave me a good, what do you call it, foundation to drop on. And I'm not perfect, you know, I'm still screwing up. So yeah, click the like, subscribe, and sorry for the long monologue. Thanks. Enjoy.